It's Sara, welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming at you with a very exciting vlog. I'm going to be trying a type of vlog that I've never tried before, and that is kind of like a challenge vlog. I got my inspiration for this video idea from basically Brit. She does like so many of these challenges videos and they're so great, so I will definitely leave her channel down below. You should definitely go and check her out, and all of her videos are just amazing. But I always love those types of vlogs that she does because I think they're just so much fun. And so I decided to do one myself, also because I haven't been reading a lot lately. I haven't been reading like every day, and if you had told that to like last year Sarah, she would scoff in your face and be like, huh, no way, there's no way I'm not reading every day. This doesn't happen. But it's been happening a lot lately. So I wanted to challenge myself, basically, if you couldn't tell from the title of this video, to read for 1 hour every single day and see how much I'm going to be able to read in a week if I really dedicate myself to that 1 hour of reading. And yeah, we're finally doing it. I've been dying to film this video for so long, but I didn't have the energy to film for an entire week. So I'm very, very excited to actually have the energy and the time to do this week. So it's currently Saturday, and like I said, I'm going to be doing this for a week. So I'm going to read from now until next Saturday. And I'm currently reading 2 books, actually. The first one is a fiction book. If you've watched my last video, my Try a Chapter challenge video, you would know that I decided to start to read To Have and to Hoax by Martha Waters. I am, I think, like 30% into this book, and my goal for this weekend, for like Saturday and Sunday, would be to finish it, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And this is basically like a Regency era romance. It's so ridiculous. It's basically those 2 characters, they're married, and they had this like very big argument a couple of years ago, and they're just basically, they don't really talk anymore. They're still married, obviously because of the time period, but they don't talk anymore, and they don't love each other anymore because of what happened, and they're trying to like trick each other into caring for one another again. The second book is definitely not as funny. It is nonfiction, and it is Whose Story Is This? Old Conflicts, New Chapters by Rebecca Solnit. And this is basically about how certain narratives really shape our society and the laws that we have, and just this whole entire story that we build around ourselves and that we believe in. And I thought that this was going to be more about like that, but about fiction, like about the way that we tell stories, but it's way more about like politics. I don't know why I had this impression going into this book, but nevertheless I'm really enjoying it so far. It's a little bit depressing because the subject matters are sometimes very heavy, but also very, very interesting, and I just love the way that Rebecca Solnit writes. She is so like smart and sharp, and she really takes those very big ideas but explain them in very, very short essays. I think she has like a column in The Guardian or something like that, like in a she's kind of like a journalist, I think. So yeah, really enjoying this one too. However, I think that for today I'm going to start with To Have and to Hoax because I do really want to make more progress in that one, and I'm really curious to know what's going to happen to all of these ridiculous and all over the place characters. So yeah, that's my TBR for now. Obviously, I'm probably going to finish these 2 before the end of the week if I do really read for an hour every day, which I hope is going to happen, but honestly, it shouldn't be that hard, right?
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
So yeah, these are the 2 books that I'm going to start with, and I'm going to keep you updated, obviously, once I finish them and start a new one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to update you every single day because I feel like work-wise, this week is going to be quite hectic. I have a lot of projects that I'm working on at the moment, but I will definitely like let you all know as we go along during the week how I'm doing, and I promise that I will be faithful and true to all of you, I would make like a scout vow or oath, but I was never a scout, so I can't do that. And I really, really hope you enjoy this little challenge, and let me know if you've ever done that yourself in the comments down below, because I would really love to know. So let's get to some reading now. Everybody, so it is Sunday afternoon and I just wanted to update you all so that y'all know that I read for like 40 minutes I think this morning, and I finished To Have and to Hoax by Martha Waters. So that means that I have finished my first book for the week, and also I have accomplished my goal of finishing it this weekend, which is amazing. So yeah, what did I have to say about this book? This book was honestly one of the most ridiculous romance books I've ever read, and I know that I said that that's what I wanted, but honestly it was almost too much, or actually you can scrap that almost. It was too much. The characters were just so silly, and like their conflicts didn't make any sense, and it just dragged for too long, I feel like. And yeah, it was not my favorite. I definitely laughed a couple of times while reading this book, so I would say that like I still enjoyed myself, but yeah, it definitely wasn't the greatest romance book I've ever read. I've definitely loved other Regency era novels like so much more. This one was just like not the greatest, but I've heard that the second book in the series is actually like really, really good, and it actually follows like other characters that I'm really interested in, so I'm definitely gonna be picking up that next one. And I also desperately want a book about some of the two other like side characters that were so interesting to me and seemed much more reasonable than the main characters of this one. So that's my reading update. I think for the rest of the day I'm probably going to be reading the Rebecca Solnit book, Whose Story Is This? And then if I feel like reading fiction, I think I'm going to start my reread of Fireborne by Rosaria Munda. I've been really meaning to reread this book for so long because I want to read the second book, and I'm really into a rereading mood, so yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. Everybody, it's Tuesday. Excuse my face if it's a little bit red. I just came in from outside, but I wanted to let you all know that I did not read anything yesterday. Not even like one single line. I have a good reason. It's because I was busy watching the last 2 episodes of Crash Landing on You, which I've been like completely obsessed with, and it was so good. I couldn't stop watching. I needed to know what was going to happen, so I just watched that and I didn't read anything. But I'm planning on catching up tonight. I have a Pilates class after work, and then once I come back here I'm gonna eat supper, and then I'm just going to sit down and read as much as I can. I would love to hopefully read for like 2 hours so that I can catch up from yesterday, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm gonna try to at least read for like an hour and a half maybe, so then I can read for another half hour another day. So yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen another time during the week, because that would not go down very well. So yeah, I'm gonna try to read as much as I can tonight, and I will keep you updated. Hello everybody, so it is Thursday. Today I am currently working at my desk, but I decided to take just a little break to do a reading update because yesterday I actually finished Whose Story Is This by Rebecca Solnit, this collection of essays that I've been reading, and I really enjoyed that book overall. I feel like, as always with collections of essays, some essays are like really good and then some essays are just not as great, or they just don't interest you as much, which is definitely what happened with me for this one. But also some of them were just so good, they made me like teary-eyed and all of that. So yeah, definitely would highly recommend this book. I'm definitely going to be reading more Rebecca Solnit in the future. I'm definitely very excited about her collection of essays that's called Men Explain Things to Me, and also The Mother of All Questions. Like, it's just all of these very interesting essays about feminism and so many different topics that she explores in such an interesting way. So yeah, definitely very excited to read more by her. When it comes to Fireborne, I'm on page 110, so I'm about like a quarter of the way through. I'm definitely going to be reading this one tonight, and I'm very excited to keep on going in this book. I just love this fantasy world and those characters. I feel like it's a very kind of classic fantasy tale with dragons, but also there's so much political backstabbing in this one and so much political maneuvering. It's less about combat and more about like things happening behind the scene, which I do think is like very interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna be keeping on reading this one. And also I wanted to let you all know that I was able to catch up on my reading because, as you probably remember, on Tuesday I didn't read anything, but then on Wednesday and yesterday I read for an hour and a half each day. So I was able to catch up, and I don't think it's going to happen again because I'm going to try to not give myself too many distractions. I'm not going to start a new TV show until this week is over. So yeah, that's my update. I'm going to be reading more tonight and tomorrow, and then on Saturday I will come back to wrap up this entire experience and the vlog. Everyone, you might be asking yourself, does she spend every single waking hour of every day in this damn green chair? The answer is yes, I do. But also, hello, it's Saturday, so I wanted to come over here and wrap up this vlog. Also, sorry if you can hear my washing machine in the background. I really hope you can't, but maybe you can. Who knows? So I really wanted to talk about this whole entire experience and also let you all know how far I am into Fireborne, because I didn't manage to finish it this week, but I am on page 314 out of like 432, I think. So I have like a little bit over 100 pages left to go in this one, and I'm just really happy that I'm rereading this book, and I can't wait to remember what happens in the last part, because honestly I don't remember much about this book, but also to read the next one because this series is just so good. It's one of my favorite YA series at the moment, and if you haven't like tried it out, I would highly recommend. So basically, overall, I really enjoyed this experience. I think that the main thing I'm going to take away from it is that it truly reminded me how relaxing of a hobby reading is, because I have like multiple different hobbies, as one does, but some of them are not like as relaxing. Like, they're fun, but they're not necessarily as calming, and I feel like I really needed this to remind myself like why I love reading so much, because it really helps me to like unwind and just really forget about everything else for a while and just read about all of those characters. So yeah, definitely I think that's the main thing that I'm going to take away from doing this. I just need to read more. I need to read more often. So yeah, that's definitely a very positive thing, and it was also very fun to see how much I can actually read during a full week if I read like just 1 hour, which is not that much when you compare it to everything else that we do in one day. So that was kind of crazy. I read a lot. But as always, I hope that you really enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and also let me know down in the comments if there are any other challenges that I should try, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!